rolling countryside of Spain, fields of wheat swayed gently under the golden sunlight. Farmers worked hard to harvest their crops, and the air carried the scent of ripe grain. Among the trees near one such farm lived a little sparrow. She was small, restless, and always complaining that she never had enough to eat. One summer afternoon, while hopping about in search of food, she discovered a large barn. The wooden walls had cracks, and through one of them came the smell of fresh wheat. Excited, the sparrow squeezed her tiny body through a narrow opening in the barn wall and fluttered inside. What she saw amazed her. The barn was overflowing with wheat, piles so high that they looked like small golden hills. The sparrow's heart raced with joy. Never in her life had she seen so much food in one place. At first, she ate a few grains to satisfy her hunger, but as the taste delighted her, she thought, "Why stop now? I may never get such a chance again. Just a little more won't hurt." She pecked and pecked, her small beak working tirelessly. Every mouthful made her feel heavier, yet she could not resist taking more. Hours passed, and the sparrow's belly grew so round that she could hardly fly. Finally, satisfied but sluggish, she decided it was time to return home. She waddled back to the crack in the wall and tried to squeeze through. But to her horror, her body was now too fat to fit through the gap. She struggled, fluttered, and chirped loudly, but the harder she tried, the more she realized she was stuck. Panic filled her tiny heart. She cried out desperately for help. Her frightened chirps echoed through the barn until an old owl, perched on the roof, heard her cries. The owl looked down through the crack and asked, "What troubles you, little sparrow?" The sparrow explained with shame, "I was hungry. I found all this wheat and I ate too much. Now I cannot escape. What shall I do?" The owl shook his head wisely and replied, "Your greed has trapped you. You wished for more than you needed, and now you pay the price. You must wait until time reduces your heaviness, and only then will you fly free again." The sparrow had no choice but to stay in the barn. Days passed, and though food surrounded her, she dared not eat more than a few grains. Slowly, her body grew light again. When she finally managed to slip back through the crack, she flew out into the open air with tears of relief in her eyes. From that day onward, she remembered her suffering and promised herself never to let greed rule her heart again. The tale of the greedy sparrow teaches us that overindulgence always comes with hidden chains. When we allow desire to blind us, we create our own prisons and suffer from the weight of our choices. Life is not about having more and more. It is about balance, self-control, and knowing when enough is enough.